Lancey over there, Colonel Lancey, had another 800 men over there. And then so on and so on. That magnitude of firepower shows you what the government of the time could bring to a battlefield. They were a professional standing army. If you look at it from the other side, Bonnie Prince Charlie didn't have 2 coins to rub. The French promised him loads of money to support him on regaining the throne on his behalf of his father. He had all the support and financial backing from a lot of English who were also Catholics as well. And there was opposition in Scotland because it was 50-50, a bit like the referendum up here a few years ago, where you had a lot of people that wanted to remain and stay part of a union, and those that wanted to break away and be independent. It was no different then. Some of the Scots were benefiting out of having a German king on the throne, and a lot of others who were not benefiting wanted to see the return, as so did a lot of the English, a return of the Stuarts back on the throne. Winding the clock right back to King James VI of Scotland, who was also King James I of England. He is one of the top 5 most successful kings of England that England's ever had. He was a Scotsman. So we are in a messed up world. Back to the firepower though. What I'm going to do now is demonstrate to you what was involved in dry firing. We're not going to fire these muskets yet. I'm going to show you what was involved in firing these weapons. Okay, so details. So Ramsey, Slowly, Carlisle, Murray, front and centre please. You 4 guys, relax, stand down, sit down on the stage, relax with Barry. Okay. Gentlemen, your own time, musket demonstration, prepare to fire and load. So they cast about their firelock, they adjust their prison and their hammers, and they retrieve out of their cartridge case a cartridge. They bite the top of that, leaving the musket ball in their mouth. They bring their musket around to the floor and they pour the rest of the gunpowder and the wadding into the barrel. They withdraw their ramrods and they ram all that down, and then they spit the ball, which we're not doing of course today, into that barrel. That weapon is now loaded and has a signal to me, so I know to give the command when they come to this position, which is alt armed, they're good to go. The next 3 orders with these weapons are called make ready, so they go from the alt arm to this position, present, where they actually take aim, and then you give the command fire. But I'm not going to do this on my own, I need all the boys and girls to help me. So what we're going to do is when I say the word, make ready, you repeat it for me as loud as you can, and then you respond. Then I'm going to say present, so we'll do that. When you hear me fire, gentlemen, say the word fire, ignore me, but when the crowd gives the word fire, you respond to them and shout out bang. Have I made myself clear? Excellent. So with the help of everybody, company, make ready! Make ready! Present! Present! Fire! Fire! Bang, 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 bang. And then all the red coats go home down the pub. Yay. Give them a round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. The second reason that I attribute what happened at the Battle of Culloden was not only the firepower of the infantry, but in conjunction with them, you got the cannons firing as well. But there were 2 factors that happened during this period. You've seen some of the drill that the soldiers would train and train and train in. And one of the training was an order called charge bayonets. So the soldier would be in this position waiting for his instruction. The commander would shout out, company, charge bayonets, and the weapon would go like this. And the bayonet would be on the end of there. And then they could thrust, walking forward like this. But those clever Jacobites, they sussed this. So when they came armed with their targes here, their dirks in their left hand with the targe, and their great big horrible broadswords, demonstrated just here by our friends, the Jacobites. Give them a round of applause, please. Standing here, they found in a way, block, slash, dead redcoat. King George ain't having none of that. So they changed the drill. So instead of doing charge bayonets like this, they went to this position. And they went, and then of course the Highlanders would charge at the men, which we are going to safely demonstrate at a very slow speed. But there is a quirk that I have left out of this, which I will tell you in a moment. So Jacobites, if you can form your little line there, match yourself up to your opponent over there. So redcoats, we're at full arms. Redcoats, charge, bayonets, huzzah! Huzzah! And there's the Highland charge.
You can
They
do
came in like that. Freeze. Look what's happened, ladies and gentlemen. The redcoat, if you come with me, the redcoat is standing firm at his charge bayonet position. She's aiming for me, she comes at me, but that high redcoat went there. The man to my left is the one protecting me, so you're still aiming there, and this man went behind the targe, into the gut, dead. That change of tactic is the second major change that changed the fate of many at Culloden. Ladies and gentlemen, before they start fighting, unless you want to see that, of course, I would suggest you give them a big round of applause now, please. I don't know how much time we've got left, but I just would like to wrap on this little singular notion so it stays in your heads. Redcoat soldiers for that period. Obviously you had the Jacobite victory at Preston Pans. You had the close run thing, which I would call a Jacobite victory at Falkirk. You had the advance down to York, and then through a little bit of tactical stuff by the English down there, giving out rumours that there was a third army, which didn't exist. Had Bonnie Prince Charlie got to London, bearing in mind that 75% of the London population was Catholic, would have welcomed him. Could have been a different history for us. However, the Redcoats were fighting. Hang on. Go for the head. They're still fighting. The Redcoats, who had fought in the European theatre of war, they fought the French, they fought the Dutch, they fought various Germanic states and Spanish. Very brave fellows in Europe at the time, all defeated by the Redcoats, but it is accounted for that the Redcoats started the bravest thing that they had ever seen in an act of war or on a battlefield, with thousands of Scots charging across that battlefield, armed with only a targe, a gun and a broadsword. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. Thank you. If this is going to develop into a full fight, at least give some of our gentlemen a chance. I will give an opportunity for them to strip down, ready for some serious combat. How does that sound like to you? Okay, take that. Right, so you cut yourselves now. So we're going to have a fight on it. Go on, boys, we're in! Get back out there. This works quite well. The only trouble is, there's not enough Jacobites there. Right, okay, open invitation. I want all boys and girls to step inside the arena, please. All boys and girls, come inside the arena. Stay there. Mick, stay there, guys. Just need a handful of you. Right, so, can all the boys and girls stand with these guys along here? You Redcoats, sitting down.
Come and stand over here with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, shall we actually demonstrate the Highland Charge?
going to get ready to charge against the English.
We'll do that.
Yeah, we're going to get them.
So basically the Highland charges, there were 3 of them. The first Highland charge went across the moor and was decimated by the cannon. The second charge the Highlanders came across, also decimated by the cannon. But that didn't stop them. The third Highland charge continued through all the smoke, all the cannonballs, the musketballs, and they actually managed to reach the Redcoat line. They actually slammed into that Redcoat line. Bear in mind the new bayonet charges that the soldiers were taught. They smashed through hand-to-hand combat, broke through, managed to get to the cannons behind. They got their nails, walked them into the cannon vents, rendering them impossible to use. And it was there, ladies and gentlemen, where they saw the other 25,000 French standing behind the line. But we don't want to go there. We're interested in the 4th Highland charge of the Jacobites. Redcoats, attention!
I'm going to kick them in the butt.
Up!
Yeah.
Remember the
Kick them
war
in the
cry.
butt. I mean, that's a technique, right?
Just
For a second there, I thought you were going to
Redcoats, charge! Bayonets!
But blinded.
Jacobites!
Are we ready?
Not yet. One more thing I've got to just say before you charge. Redcoats. God save King George! God save King George! Huzzah! Huzzah! We're ready. Go for it. Was that good? You want a 5th Highland charge? Okay, one more run at it.
Jesse, are we ready?
5th Highland charge. Here it comes now. Oh, hang on, where's he going?
Wrong side. Wrong side. Are we ready?
Ready? Go.
Ready?
Oh, ow, ow, ow. Ladies and gentlemen, give our Jacobites a big round of applause. Okay, new Jacobites can now go under the rope very carefully. Rejoin your family. Well done. We salute you. Ladies and gentlemen, we agreed to do so. Please give my Redcoats a big round of applause, please. Okay, we're about to move on to the last part of our display today. Can I have a time check, please? 4:05, later than advertised for some strange reason. Okay, Graham. It's over to you, sir. We've got 4:05.
Thank you.
Yep. Oh, what on? What on? Did it stay on?
Right, hello folks, having a good day? Having a broad day? Broad day for the British Empire.
God save King George!
Hey, pay my wages, alright? Guys, we're Combat International. As I mentioned, we've been featured on many movies, TV productions, documentaries, please. We like to hit each other with weapons. So what we're going to do today is run you through some of our techniques. So when you're fighting on a film set, you've got to be incredibly careful because most of the time you're using plastic, latex, foam weapons, sometimes you get steels. Either way, it still hurts when you get hit with them. So what we do is we build choreographies. We build them step by step. That way we can make it look as real, as visceral, as brutal, and as safe as possible too for the big screen for your viewers. So, get my lovely assistant here in his Highland skirt. Right. We can go at an alright speed and we can make it look pretty good because we know where we're aiming. He knows where the blows are coming from. But it's a slowly built choreography. 2, 4. Okay. Neither do you, Mike. Speak louder, cover! Manage it little. Make more stuff. Hey! Hi folks, so it's also really tight confined as well. You can have maybe about 100 people squashed in a small area and everybody's trying to swing their weapons about. It's mad, it's chaos. It's meant to be organised chaos, but last thing you want to do is get back to the head with a sword. So we have to keep it tight as well. So we learn to keep our blows close, safe. Still make them look like they're powerful as well. Boys, jump in.
In order to keep that kind of tightness he's talking about there, you don't want to run in and swing full extended arm like that. Because it looks quite good, yeah, but you're taking up loads of room. So what you do is you learn to keep your elbow nice and tight and move your body. So when that's cutting in, it's quite tight, but it still looks like you're trying to cut.
So you see how the guys know a choreography right there, right at the back. That's called a kata. We use, normally we can build a choreography for like, that'll last about 10 minutes. Make it really intricate. But you're in the heat of battle. A lot going on. There's horses everywhere. Blood, real blood sometimes. Forget what's going on. So sometimes you just can't set a move. It's called a kata. Really at the back. Boys, let's do it. When a word's spoken between them, they know what they're doing. They know where to block, they know where to attack. It keeps it safe. Sometimes you get injured. Especially if it's horses, especially if it's guns. As I said, we worked on Outlander on that as well. We've had some horrific injuries on that. One of the extras stepped too close to a horse. Well, actually fell down in a horse circle. It's called circles because it's where the horse kind of runs and does its action. Horse stepped back on him, snapped his leg. Another one, again, horse related. Guy's hand, dead! Fell in the horse circle. The horse tooth stamped down on his hand. Imagine all that flesh, power, on such a relatively sharp edge, and something soft as human flesh, after hanging by a thread. So although it's all for the cameras, it's still dangerous too. Guys, ready up? Go! Okay. Open his nose a few times.
Right, alright, so as you said, sometimes you'll get on set. Is that working? I think so, yeah. And you'll have to build a fight on very little time, very little notice. So we have the katas for that. Katas are for when you forget, which I do all the time. You can shout a number at each other and go straight into that. But if you get yourself in a situation where you went on set, you've not got any time to rehearse, you're told, right, we need a fight that's going to last X number of beats being closed. Do it. And you have to run straight into that, so you need to know these katas and they allow you to make a fight like that, which is what we're going to do today. Why are you behind me? Stand there, stand over there. So we're going to do that today. So we're going to get the guys partnered off. You're going to tell them who's going to win each fight, so you know that we've not pre-rehearsed it. We're going to make a fight. Some of them are going to die. Those that are surviving are then going to fight each other until there's only one person left. So, guys, pair off and go stand together so we can get the crowd to tell you who wins which fight. Brody, he's gone. Yep. Come in. Caleb, join this. Jump in, wait. Come in. Right. So. Here we have our fighters. So in this first one, we have Kaz and Chris. Who want? If you can just shout for who you want to win. Who wants Kaz to win? Not terrible. And who wants Chris to win? Yeah, so it's going to go to Chris. So Chris is winning this fight in here. Kaylee's going to win this fight. And here, and we have Mick. Roy to win. He's a red coat. And who wants Mick to win, being the Jacobite? Okay, so these guys are going to have a quick conversation with each other. They're going to build me an 8-beat fight. Really quick conversation. Here they are just quickly discussing, say a couple numbers to each other, who's going to die, how we're going to kill each other. They will very fast run through it so they kind of know what's going on. Then we're going to walk it through together at half speed. Then we'll speed it up a little bit. Speed is very easy to add into a fight. Accuracy, precision, and knowing how much power to put in are all very important. Speed is really easy. So we don't worry about speed when we're training. You can do speed on the day. So for now, they're just quickly putting this together. I'm going to give them about 10, 15 seconds more. So they better really hurry up with this, because I'm not watching them do this all day. Okay, so if everyone is about ready. Although I have realised we're going to have a slight problem after this because we've killed all the red coats in the first fight. That they're just going to turn on their friends. So is everyone ready? We've got a nice quick 8-beat fight. I'm going to get out of the way. So they're going to be flailing and trying to hit me probably. Right, so if we're all ready, guys, you're going to give me this first one at half speed. Mick, Roy, whenever you're ready. Alright, so half speed, you've got 8 beats. I want you all roughly finishing at the same time. And action! That was actually quite good for them all ending at the same time. Quite impressed. Normally everyone has a slightly different idea of what 8 beats comes to. So we're going to get back on our feet, and this time we're going to go 75% speed. And you'll see it start to come together a little bit more. Can we stagger where we're all standing so we're not coming in 2 lines, because you're coming together a bit too neat. It looks a bit pants. Alright, so if we're all ready, and action! Excellent, okay. So this last one we're going to go full speed. Yeah, maybe get a bit of noise from the crowd as well. They're going to make some noise this time and sound like they want to hurt each other. Alright, so we're all ready. And action! And you see that once you put a little bit of speed in it, a little bit of noise, a bit of aggression, the fight looks a lot better. So now we see we have 3 folk still want. Yeah, Mick, do it. Do the thing. And he is now dead. So now we see we have 3 survivors. We only want 1 survivor. Well, they're both kind of facing off against Kaylee. So shall we say Kaylee's going to beat them both up? That seems kind of fair, because they were trying to gang up on her, which is very rude. Okay, so now you guys, you get about 30 seconds to put a plan together. Do it among yourselves. Remember where the corpses are on the floor. It is also quite important when you're fighting on set to be aware of where the corpses are. Now, they're roughly being kind of smart. Gummy knows there's no horses or anything, so he's kind of lounging. But if you die on a movie, it tends to be quite wise to keep yourself compact. So if they were to show me how you'd want to die on a set, Gummy, kind of cuddle yourself up a little bit. You do that, so you're a little bit less likely to get trod on by horses. We have had a few boys go under horses over the years, unfortunately. It does happen. So you want to present as small a target as possible, keep yourself nice and tight, and hopefully you will be nice and safe. So I think they've got a bit of a plan going on now. No, they're still talking, honestly. Can't get started. So are you guys ready? So we're going to now have them do it half speed, and action. Perfect. Okay, so obviously that did look a little bit funny because with Chris there who was kind of hanging about. Now, if that had been done smoothly and in one take, he would still be kind of killing Kaz on the floor. So you know that if you have something to go on to, you want to take your time with your kill and keep an eye on where you're going, because it still looks good, because the worst thing you could ever do on a film set is stand still. If you're doing your job well, we should not really be seen. But if you stop and you stand still and you're looking about yourself, you will always be seen on camera. So here we're going to have Chris this time continue to kill Kaz, getting a bit of a kick in, just enjoying himself. Alright, going again, half speed and action. See that little addition there just made the whole thing look better. So we're going to get these guys done one more time for you, full speed, and then we'll put the full thing together. The corpses are still dead, we're just doing the last half to begin. Full speed this time, guys, bit of aggression, bit of noise if the crowd wants to get behind them. And action! Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to put the full fight together, all six on their feet. Right to the full fight. We're going to go full speed, we're going to hope for the best. Right in. Everyone ready? Do you remember your first fights? Good, that's what I want to hear. Alright, so if we're all ready, put a noise in the crowd again, full pelt from the boys. They're going to give us some noise as they go. And 3, 2, 1, action! On that second fight, there we go, perfect timing. Excellent, okay, thank you, round of applause for these guys. Great job, alright, get back up. So that's just a really quick demonstration on how you put a fight together with no prep time. Ideally you get on set, you do get a little bit of time, with your partner you make a fight that's a little bit different. So obviously we have a limited number of katas. There will be some replications, so it's better when you get that little bit of time, put a fight together on your own. If you forget what you're doing, you don't have time, that's where these kind of katas come in and allow you to do something like that, which obviously wasn't rehearsed because I didn't know who was going to win the fight, probably. You know. But we didn't actually rehearse it, and that's what they can do on a dime. So I'm going to pass you back to Gummy now for a little bit more words.
Folks, well, I'm going to rope Graham in for this. He's going to pick up his steel and we're going to hit it again.
Mama, what are you wearing my hat? But are you going to tighten up?
Folks, we're just going to rattle through some moves. Let's do... Hey, yo. Hey, back! So we're going to have game and cat 4. Speak clear. Game, cat 4. Straight in the cat 1, please. Now cat 3. Game attack. Cat 2, gummy attack. For cat 5, gummy attack, please. Well done, lads. Nice work.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, can we have a big round of applause for our Combat International guys? Give them a big round of applause, please. All our clan and all volunteers, because if it weren't for their hard work, this event wouldn't be possible. So give them a big round of applause, please. A very big round of applause for yourselves. And from the bottom of my heart, and on behalf of all of us here, I hope we are worthy of your support. Thank you very much. And we're open again tomorrow at 12. Like to see you there. You're all invited. Thank you.
Jack might take a card back up to the chief, please. Keep your sword on, you know, the red coats.
Okay, red coat, stay up here with Cal.
Nah, not with this year.
See you later. I'll see you later. Nice to meet you.
Probably next year, but even so, I don't know, Stevie's taking the working too well. I think he's spit the dummy at every possible occasion. I mean, he turned and says to me, I'm not managing the band. Full of criticism, really rude to people, not apologising. I don't know. Realistically speaking, it might be the end of Show Control as it was, but it won't be the end of the bar. No, I'm a piper. It's me, it's my baby, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's going to be